certain figures that stand out and their stories impact lives and are able to transform other people's lives. And one such instance is the story of Jack Ma, who is the founder of Alibaba, a big tech company founded in China, and it's among the most profitable and biggest enterprises in the world. Have you ever wondered why, in most instances, there are people who can barely get the basic needs and afford them, while others have it in abundance, and to some extent they feel that they don't even need it anymore? And this is quite the reality in very many people's lives, and often it is overlooked or not talked about deeply and exhausted in as it should be. And today I'm going to discuss in deeper meaning, or rather just bring it to unfold it further, of how poverty is a big menace in people's lives, and how you can be able to overcome it and just come out of it. So if you are able to look at some of the greatest people we have in the world of business, entrepreneurship, and tech, there are certain figures that stand out and their stories impact lives and are able to transform other people's lives. And one such instance is the story of Jack Ma, who is the founder of Alibaba, a big tech company founded in China, and it's among the most profitable and biggest enterprises in the world. The story of Jack Ma is one that many people relate to in the early stages, but as he grew up and as he developed, he was able to build the life he wanted and achieve the success he had dreamt for. At his early years, or when he was just growing up, he struggled a lot with the basic things and the basic necessities that one must have, such as school fees and being able to even get the next breakfast or the next meal. And through it all, with resistance and consistency, Jack Ma pushed through all this struggle and was able to build a life that he admired, not by just little effort, but by being intentional, consistent, and believing in himself. There's even this story that he has told multiple times in interviews of when he applied to very many jobs and was not selected. And even at one time, they picked 23 candidates out of 24, and the 24th guy was Jack Ma, who was the only one that wasn't picked. So his story is very motivational and very inspirational, in that he went through a period of very tough situations, and with persistence and really being relentless, he has been able to overcome and build something big and something that he can be very proud of. This is a very practical way of how you can also be able to overcome poverty and overcome the struggles and the bad picture of how lacking money is, by through relentless persistency. But not only that, you need to be able to be intentional, you need to be able to have a practical plan. And by this I mean you need to learn a certain skill that can be able to pay you. Jack Ma in the 1990s, he realized that the internet was about to become big, and he leveraged on tech, he leveraged on the internet, and he formed this company called Alibaba that today is a multi-billion-dollar enterprise. And this is just after he has applied to multiple jobs. He has seeked so many managers and all these type of big people, but wasn't successful. And he leveraged on tech because he learned the skills required at the time, and that's what gave him an advantage that he then became to use it to come out of that poverty that he was at back at the moment. So the skill that you need to build is something that can be able to offer value to other people, and these people can rely on you and thereafter pay you for your skill. And with that, you're able to start the process of coming out of poverty, or coming out of that broke state that you're currently at. It is never an easy endeavor, but with relentless and with persistency, it is achievable. It is something that can be doable with the right mindset. And this is very big, and this is a very big point in that there are so many things you can be able to learn and you can be able to leverage on to be able to offer to other people for payment or for something, be it financial, but it basically needs to be financial, since you're talking from an angle of financial stability. Also, the second thing I think one can be able to leverage on and can be able to really depend on is having the right mindset and the right mentality around that whole situation. You see, building wealth is very big on behavior and mindset. It's not just about working hard and doing all these things. It's also how you think and how you see things. There are so many people with the right mentality and the right mindset that have been able to overcome tremendous setbacks and adversities throughout their journey to success. And the examples, just to name a few, is the radio presenter from New York. The right mindset is also key in just being able to overcome poverty and coming out of that state, because with the right mindset, you can be able to see opportunities and take advantage of them. The other thing you can be able to start doing even today to overcome that broke state that you're currently in is investing in stocks and mutual funds, bonds, ETFs, all these investing avenues. These are things you can leverage on, and today it doesn't require a lot of money to make this step. You can start with as low as $1 or 100 Kenyan shillings and be able to start from there. The consistent build up is very important in that it compounds over time, and it builds a habit and a mindset of abundance. In the long run, you won't notice, but you would have accumulated a lot without having to use so much willpower and so much effort. It will be more automatic, because as the habit compounds, then the action becomes automatic. It happens without having the consciousness needed to make it happen. The other thing that you can leverage on to be able to overcome poverty in 2026 is leveraging on networking. You see, networking is as powerful as it can be detrimental, because networking helps you to connect with people who will open more opportunities for you. And you can network with anybody. It doesn't have to be the top CEO or the top hedge fund manager. It is anyone within your surrounding and your environment, and someone that aligns with your goals and your vision. So it is something you can also use to your advantage to overcome the setbacks that you face. So the first one we said is consistency, which can be able to help you compound over time. The second, we talked about mindset, having the right mindset, having the state of mind of abundance and knowing that things are achievable and within reach. The third thing is learning a skill. You need to be able to learn something that can be able to help you offer value to other people for financial gain. And the fourth thing we talked about is networking, which is very key in building a group or a community of similar minds and similar way of thinking. So if you leverage on these 4 ideas and points, can overcome brokenness and poverty in 2026 and smile all the way to the bank. Make sure to subscribe, like, and share this video for more content on money, growth, and self-improvement. See you on the next one.